Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Rocket Rabbit Commentaries for Harmony of Dissonance on the Game Boy Advance. And in this episode, I lied. We are not doing plot this episode. We can go do plot this episode, but we have to go set up doing plot. And I don't want to go do that. I want to go explore with our Crushing Stone, as well as go and get one of the more important, one of the lesser important finds complete. You see, we picked up the Crushing Stone in the last part, meaning that there's a specific wall that we have the ability to drill through, and we must drill through this wall for convenience sake.
As long as we, the player, can ascertain that the wall is drillable and cannot be traversed unless we drill it.
This is another merchant room, but sadly we still don't have the third hint card. That is what the icon in the bottom right corner of the room means. That means that you require specific things to occur in order to spawn the merchant.
That was important because I was mostly.
And yes, this specifically is one of the biggest problems that a lot of people have with the game. Getting the Crushing Stone and then knowing where the fuck to go with it is actually a huge problem. This is the stopping point for most casual runs of Harmony of Dissonance.
I see. So the game has finally succumbed to its own crypticness.
Yeah. Now, this ball bearing puzzle is significantly harder to traverse because the layout is so much worse.
Oh, I see. Yeah, because now we are losing time because Juice is not as fast if he can't do his Super Belmont dash.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna make up some time.
No! Do not get hit by the Arabakis.
Slide kick.
And also, we are strong enough to slide through these bone pillars, so we should be doing that.
Damn it. Oh, this is going to be a close one. I like it.
Come on, we're almost there.
Come on, just a little bit further.
Okay, we got it. We got the Lucky
balls.
Cat, which is another decor item, a heart max up, and a life up. Also, we have also been blessed with the Bolt Book. The Bolt Book gives us access to lightning spells. Most of the lightning spells I don't actually like, but I do enjoy one particular one. The axe one is not the one that I like.
Okay, now let's go back through the passage.
Because although we didn't see it, there is in fact a hidden room. Is it right here? No, it's here.
What the fuck?
You do need to know about this room, and it is somewhat choreographed by the fact that there's a pass-throughable platform over there. This one I'm not all that pissy about. The Fang of Vlad slightly increases our defense, and it is one of Dracula's relics. But yes, if you explore this room carefully, you will find this potentially. There is also a hint card later on that effectively tells you about this one.
I mean, I agree that a player could question why there is an area over there with platforms that you can phase through.
We jump cut through the rest of the room for some reason. We don't need to backtrack through it.
We jump cutted because Gerdet's machine had suffered a major malfunction that the player had successfully solved such a clever little puzzle such as that. The illusion wall.
Alright,
and you told me there were no illusion walls in this.
Honestly, most of the other elemental books you don't really need. I do stress that getting both ice and fire, ice for early game and fire for mid game, but most of the elemental books are totally skippable. They have really cool spells, mind you, so you want to get them, but they are completely optional. Damn it, Arabaki.
Yeah, come on, Juice. All you gotta do is just jump up on the platform. Okay. Oh, so unfortunate, Juice. You didn't see the Arabaki in the air as you were jumping up. No, I promise. We're really gonna let you pass this time. All you have to do is just jump up on the platform. Come on. Okay. Drip, drip, drip. Oh, got me again. You fell for it twice.
Evil harpies. I really dislike how prevalent the harpies are in this part of the castle. Evil white dragon. White dragon is honestly not nearly as bad as the harpies, though.
The No Eyes White Dragon.
So would its cousin be the crystallized Omni Dragon?
Crystallized Zombie Dragon does sound like it would make an interesting rock-type monster in Yu-Gi-Oh!
It would be a flip effect monster because all rock type monsters are flip effect monsters, don't you know?
But it's one of those weird, overly expensive flip effect monsters that begs the question, why is this an 8-drop?
Yeah. Look, Yamada Dragon, you're really cool, as are you Hinakagasuchi, but I don't want to flip summon you, please. No.
Right, because Yamato Dragon for some reason has more defense than attack, and it's a goddamn spirit monster.
Yeah. I mean, Yamada Dragon arguably has got the better effect than Hinakagasuchi, but Hinakagasuchi is not only slightly stronger, its effect honestly more often than not just wins you the game if it goes off. It's not going to go off, mind you, but if it would go off, it would win you the game. Here is a conglomerate of Fleamen and also the third castle map.
There's a third castle.
See, look at all the stuff it revealed to us.
Oh. It's just another map.
Yes, it's just another map. I still don't want to go do the pendulum puzzle. I do believe that I'm not entirely sure if we ever actually do the pendulum puzzle on screen. Yes, but as Pascaret mentions here, attempting to get back to the clock tower in Castle 1 from the sewers is a fucking bitch, because you need the crushing stone in order to do it for 1, and for 2 you have to go all the way the fuck around. But
right,
that's what we're doing for the next couple of parts. We're going through the aqueduct again. Hello, Ruler Sword. This is Ruler Sword. This is the normal Ruler Sword. Yes, he can inflict curse on you. It is not nice of him.
Oh, you look like you could use a little more salamandra in your life.
Like so. Mwahaha. Man, I wish I knew if I was gonna enjoy Vandal Hearts or not, because Vandal Hearts has got like one of the best fucking salamander spells I have ever motherfucking seen, and I just don't know if I would enjoy the game. It's a tactics RPG, so I'm not really good at those. Because of the night goggles that we picked up earlier, we're actually allowed to have a significantly better shot of clearing this room.
Clear shot. I find the irony in that statement that it is not very clear to see what is happening in this room because of the very small sphere of visibility you have with respect to the rest of the darkness.
Hint card number 2.
I'm sending you a playing manual. Hope you find it useful. I'll take a look at it. Thanks.
Ah, yes, the Eyes of the Goddess statue. That doesn't make any sense to us right now because we've not seen it yet, but we will be seeing it shortly. I don't think it's in this part. I think it's in the next part that we end up seeing the Goddess statue.
So one of the 6 to 10 hint cards in the game tells you how to get Vlad's tooth?
Yes.
Okay.
The Chaos Ring. This is not the same Chaos Ring that you're familiar with from Aria of Sorrow, though. This specifically gives you additional powers with... Oh, which sub-weapon is it? Nope, I forget. But it gives you additional powers with one of the sub-weapons. I want to say it's the axe, actually.
Fishman. The lobsterman. The whaleman. The mailman.
I honestly should switch out my my redstone for either the lightning, the yellow stone or the green stone here, as I do here. See, 50 damage instead of the 37 that we were doing. Haha.
Just glad that your mother didn't have to see that her son is a mermaid. Merman. Merman.
Now, if you were a sailor back in the 16th century, would you actually attempt to deal with any sirens or mermaids that you encountered?
Yes.
And why is that?
You mean I was successful? Yes. So not only were the rumors true, but I had actually come in contact with one of them. Glorious.
Uh-oh. It's a guillotine room. Ahem! Thank you, Juiced.
Damn. He's
And
fast.
for our troubles, we get the blue stone, which is the ice elemental attachment for our whip.
A speed puzzle? Piece of cake.
Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog-ing around Dracula's castle as Juiced is fun.
Oh yeah, just stand perfectly still. Very good. Alright, you there. You look like you would be a great model for my front of the shop. All you gotta do is stand perfectly still while we slay the sales competition.
I keep wanting to have Axon specifically for boss fights, and even more specifically, this one.
Oh, cool.
Behold!
Oh.
The Giant Merman.
Yeah, he's not that big.
The Giant Merman is in fact a recurring boss in Castlevania in general. I don't think, however, it's a recurring boss in Igavanias specifically. The Giant Merman would come back in Curse of Darkness as the skeleton fisherman, and that fight is honestly really fucking thematically cool. But it's also like one of the more lengthy fights in the game because you're relatively low power level when you encounter that particular fight. It's relatively early on, certainly, but yeah.
So does
this version of Giant Merman is honestly only a threat because he summons ads. That's about it.
Ads. I mean, they are ads. I mean, there are a lot of them, and they're auto-duplicating. I was going to say it would have been cool if Shock did even more damage to this particular boss than Salamandra.
I don't know. I wasn't paying close enough attention. I'm sorry. I should have been. But yes, it is important to kill Giant Merman. Mostly for convenience, but I do believe that the Goddess statue is behind him.
Yeah.
Behold, the Grand Cross. No, give me back my axe. Damn it. We'll pick up the axe again later.
Oh, that's good.
Knife. I do believe that Knife Lightning is, it's a Raining Dagger spell. The Raining Dagger spell, if it actually shows up, is kind of terrible.
Huh.
It wants to be really, really cool. It does, but it's just not. Alright. Behold, more big skeletons. Actually, is this the first time that we've seen big skeleton? I'm not sure. It might be.
I think we've seen big skeletons. We've seen ape skeletons. We've seen big skeletons. We've seen dumb skeletons. We've seen stupid skeletons.
We've seen bone pillars, so.
Stupid skeletons. They're not even facing the right direction in order to shoot you. The big skeleton is a returning enemy from Symphony of the Night. In Symphony of the Night, it had one of the best item drops in the game. The Ring of Argal. I forget what accessory it was, but it effectively doubled Alucard's stats. And nice.
Yeah, a lot of people would go around farming them specifically to get 2 of them because you could use 2 of them, and then after they got both of those, they would then go and get the Chrysogrim, which you could equip 2 of that as well. And at that point, is it even really a video game anymore, Cloud?
It's not a game if you can't lose.
I mean, I argue that there still is some skill expression if in Symphony of the Night once you have that level of power, but it's relatively small. And this is why we didn't do the pendulum room, because if you do the pendulum room on either side of the castle, you do the pendulum room on the front side of the castle, then well, you end up blocked by this particular door. And so that is why we did. That's why we didn't do the pendulum room. I don't want to do the pendulum room. The pendulum room is superfluous for our playthrough.
And the game is cryptic enough. Like, okay, it's one thing to actually discover that there is a route, but that route is among one of two choices, and if you go the wrong way, you're just wasting your time. I'm personally all set with that, because as we have gone through before, there is some stupid cryptic shit in this game.
A little bit. Be safe, everyone.